Hi lovely people! Today we are doing an EFT tapping session for feeling less stuck in life and being able to take more action towards your dream life. But before we dive in, I want to share a little bit about what I have found to be very much true about feeling stuck in life. So why do we feel stuck? Oftentimes, a part of us consciously wants to change, but there's another part of us that holds us back. And so there's this inner conflict going on. But the thing is, a lot of the times people aren't aware that there's an inner conflict happening. But a part of them might feel like change is too scary, that it's too hard, that if they take action and they do succeed, that it might come with things that they're not ready for. Sometimes this resistance comes up as a fear of failure, but also a fear of success. Because the fact is, success can look like giving up what's familiar. And to our nervous system, this feels like danger. Anything that is different from what our nervous system deems as our familiar truth feels like danger. So the reason that EFT tapping can help so much with this is because when we are tapping, we are bringing these fears to the surface and gently calming the body's stress response. That makes it easier to release resistance, open up to new beliefs, and feel safer as we move forward. So I'm currently in the process of getting certified as an EFT practitioner. And one of the tools that we're taught is called pattern interrupts. You don't see them in every tapping video, but I find them to be very helpful, especially when working through heavier beliefs. So a pattern interrupt is something random or unexpected that breaks up heavy thought loops and shifts our state. For example, clapping our hands, shaking our body, or just saying something silly. Today I'll be guiding you through a few of those. Before we tap, it's important that we connect with the emotion that we're working through. Tapping really does work best when we are tapping through something that's active presently, so that we can release it. So right now, before we tap, I want you to tune in to what it feels like in your body to be stuck. Really get in touch with if you feel heaviness, if you feel paralyzed, if it feels like there's weights on your shoulders. Really think about what it feels like in your body to be stuck. And what thoughts come up? Do you feel a sense of hopelessness around being stuck? Do you feel like you've already tried everything and nothing works for you? Is it fear that comes up with you? Feelings of unworthiness, of that you're not the kind of person that gets to live your dream life, or you're not the kind of person who can move forward, that you just deserve to stay where you are? It's really important to connect with what that feels like in your body, because if you're here and you want to tap through that, I would guarantee that there's some pretty strong thoughts or emotions around that stuckness. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how strong does this stuckness feel? And imagine, what difference would you feel in your body, your thoughts? What would be reflected differently if this tapping worked? And keep that in mind for after the tapping session if you need to go through it a couple more times, or what you can expect to see within the next few days. All right, let's get started on tapping. We'll start with the karate chop point as always. Even though I feel paralyzed with stuckness, I choose to accept myself anyways. Even though I've been struggling with feeling stuck in life, I choose to accept this part of myself anyways. Even though this stuckness feels overwhelming, I choose to honor this part of me. Take a quick deep breath in and sigh it out. So round one, we're going to acknowledge our stuckness. Eyebrow, all this fear of change. Side of the eye, all this resistance in my body. Under the eye, all this heavy stuckness. Under the nose, this heavy stuckness. Chin, this fear of letting go. Collarbone, all this fear of change. Under the arm, all this resistance in my body. Top of the head, all this heavy stuckness. Pattern interrupt, clap your hands. Now ask yourself, what if chickens wore clothes? What would that look like? So round two, opening new possibilities. Maybe I can let go of the idea that change is scary. What if change could be empowering? What if change will actually make me feel better? Maybe I can release this fear of my own success. Maybe I can let go of this fear that success is too overwhelming. What if taking action could feel exciting instead of scary? I'm open to the possibility that change is the best thing for me. I'm open to the possibility that it's safe for me to take action. We're going to take a deep breath now, hold for 3 seconds, and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Now tap the top of your head saying, reset, reset. Round 3, positive beliefs. I choose to feel excited about taking action. I give myself permission to change my life. It feels safe for me to be successful. It feels safe for me to dream big. I choose to feel happy about my life looking different than it does now. I give myself permission to let go of the past. I feel safe knowing this change is for the best. I feel safe taking action. Put your hands over your heart and let's do a closing affirmation. I am grateful for this shift and the excitement I feel around taking action. One more deep breath in. And now check in with yourself again. How does this intensity feel after tapping through it from 0 to 10? If there's still some lingering stuckness, remember, do this as many times as you need. And if specific memories around stuckness or thoughts come up, tap through those specific ones too. And remember, EFT tapping is a supportive tool, but it's not a replacement for therapy or working with a professional. If you're dealing with severe trauma or something overwhelming, it can be really helpful to seek support of a licensed professional. I truly know how it feels to be stuck in life, to feel paralyzed, to feel like consciously you want something different for yourself so badly, but there's just a part of you that cannot move. You feel just paralyzed. That's the only way I can put it. I have gone through that so many times in my life, and tapping has really helped me out of it. So I hope that this helps you too. Please let me know your wins in the comments. I want to see that you're doing better. As always, it would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed so you can be here for more videos going forward. Love you guys.